180! Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're here in Newcastle. We've got 5 minutes with Michael Van Gerwen. Michael, first of all, nice little exhibition here tonight.
100%. This is nice evenings. Yeah, you can have a laugh with the guys, with the people, and I think the crowd's enjoying themselves. So I think it's a win-win situation. You can have some practice as well, and yeah, it's nice.
Get to meet the fans as well up close and personal, which doesn't happen very often.
No, correct. And the schedule gets busier and busier, so the times like this are getting more rarely anyway. So, but yeah, you made the most of it.
That's massive 2 weeks for yourself. The Premier League giving yourself work to do, but your fate is still in your own hands, which is obviously what you'd want.
Yeah, of course. Everything is still in own hands. I'm gonna play Espinal next Thursday in Aberdeen, and yeah, maybe or probably also the week after. Depends on
the way it's looking.
Depends how the results goes a little bit, but yeah, I need to make sure I step up. Simple as that. It's not been my best Premier League so far in my career, but yeah, I'm still in the top 4 at the moment, so I need to make sure I'm going to maintain that place.
It's been a whirlwind 5 months for you, getting to the World Final, and then up and down, and then back to the winner's circle. I've never seen anything quite like this. It's like going like that for you.
Yeah, it's like a big roller coaster at the moment, and things don't always go my way at the moment. It's too many games I have to battle too much, and then you make it hard for yourself. And I shouldn't put myself in that position, but sometimes that's the way how things go.
Are you battling yourself at the moment as well?
Of course, it's not really my opponents, it's purely myself.
What do you put that down to? Because you're one of the strongest darts players mentally.
I know, but it's still, I'm a human being as well, and I know I'm capable of. And then when you don't show it, you get frustrated, you get annoyed, and you want to do better because you have so many fans, people at home, but all over the world who I want to do good for. Do you know what I mean? And that's sometimes tough, but don't worry, I'm still going, and yeah, I still love what I do, and I think that's the absolute most important one.
Winning again on the Euro Tour, and we saw what it meant to you. That, as arguably one of the most emotional I've seen you for a Euro Tour title. How much did that mean, just winning again?
Yeah, of course. Well, but getting back to winning ways is always good. It gives you confidence, gives you the energy as well. And when you work hard for things, sometimes you also want to get it paid out. And I'm glad it did. And yeah, from there on, I think there's more possibilities.
Premier League, if you get to the O2. Is that mission accomplished? Because I know there's no winner's bonus for tying the league. So then what do you get there?
Get in the top 4, of course. That's my main target in the next upcoming weeks. But whoever comes afterwards, it doesn't really matter because it's a one night.
Yeah, 100
playoff.
Look, you know how to win this more than anyone. So on that night, if you're there, do you then become the danger that we're all expecting?
We don't know. Yeah, first I want to get there. You know what I mean? So don't walk too far on the facts. Make sure I'm gonna be sharp. Of course, I'm gonna play. I have another exhibition tomorrow in Germany. Yeah. In Magdeburg. Afterwards, I go Monday, Tuesday towards the Pro Tours in Hildesheim. And then I'm traveling Wednesday to Aberdeen to make sure I'm going to secure my spot in the playoffs.
Well, you're playing a lot at the moment, and this is off the back of something that Vincent dropped in his latest podcast. Yeah. Questioned your, maybe he says you've got to start practicing again. You said you need to put the work in again. Do you feel that as well?
Yeah, I've been working and practicing a lot lately. Of course, it doesn't always pay out, but I'm doing the work what you have to do and what you want to put in. And of course, at some point it will pay out. Well, I know that, but it's only no matter when it's going to pay out.
Judging on those comments, what Vincent said and you talking there, did you get a bit lazy with your practice and stop?
No. Sometimes when you're too busy, people don't know my schedule. And no one in the whole, maybe only Phil Taylor, maybe Lee Blitland now, but no one else been in a schedule I've ever in the last 13, 14, 15 years. So it's difficult for them to judge about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they've never been in that position. But for me, I have to just answer. I need to answer with performances, and that's the only thing I can do.
Is this the most difficult time of your 40, 15 years?
I've been in tough positions before as well. But when I didn't in Corona period, when I didn't reach the semi-finals, I had some other tough patches in my life, but you always survive. You know what I mean? I know what I'm capable of, and I always believe in your own ability, and then the rest will come automatically. And of course, you're gonna have tough patches in life, but as long as you keep believing and that everything is possible, and that's why I keep grab off and hold off to make sure that's gonna happen.
Watching from afar, or looking in, obviously I look at your body language and the things you say. This year you've said some things that I've never heard you say before, where you always said before, I am the best and I will. But this time, say, if I turn up, that if has never been there.
Yeah, but no, I know that, but you also need to look to reality. You know what I mean? When you play poorly, you can't. When you play poorly, you play poorly. Do you know what I mean? You can have a big mouth, but you have to show it on the dartboard, and that's the only thing I can do at the moment. And of course, what I say, when I'm on top of my game, I know I can beat anyone. I probably be the best player in the world, but I don't show it enough at the moment, and that's the question I have to answer myself to solve it and to make sure I'm gonna turn it.
I love that you say I've got a big mouth and stuff like that, and that's something that you've built that reputation on, is that brashness, that not arrogance, but that confidence that you show in and around the practice room and so on. Is that kind of disappeared? Have you gone into your shadow a bit? Because we see you with earpods in and stuff like that now. Before you know,
no, I know, but I didn't play with earpods for 5 months now, so maybe I should have put it back in. You know what I mean? Maybe it goes better, but nah. I'll be the same Michael van Gerwen on the dartboard or off the dartboard. I have my jokes, but on the stage you need to make sure you keep retaining strong.
Your love affair with the World Cup, or lack of it, continues. You've had this on-off relationship with the World Cup. Do you think we'll ever see you playing the World Cup again? Because it doesn't seem to be top of the priority list for Michael van Gerwen.
No, but it's not on my top list, and everyone knows that. The PDC knows that. My management knows that, and I think I have other things to worry about more. My ranking I need to make sure I maintain it or do better, and of course do better is my main priority. And the World Cup is a nice one. I think a nice tournament to win, but it's not ranked. I can't really gain anything, and I need some time off with my family as well. So in that period, I go a nice week away with my wife. I think it's a good reason.
Right, going anywhere nice?
I go to Ibiza.
That's right. The team dynamic as well. Look, obviously, you and Danny are very different as well, where he's quite shy, quite quiet, and quite a slow player. If the dynamic of the pairing is different, would that have an effect on it?
Yeah, maybe, but I played with a lot of different people over the years, and it's not really much. I have a bit of, I like it, but I also don't like it. It's a tough one.
Darts is obviously forever changing at the moment, and you guys next year are playing for £25 million, the World Championship. Two of you are playing for £1 million, which is remarkable where the game is at the moment.
I think the PDC, and of course with the fans and all the players, I think everyone's doing a great job to get darts this far. And years and years ago, we only could dream of having $1 million first prize in the World Championship. Do you know what I mean? And now it's reality. So I think, fair play to everyone who made that happen.
I know that you touched on the ranking system even before this prize money increased. Now, obviously, the World Championships is like dwarfing everything, even more than it already did. Is it now time to change this ranking system? Yeah,
of course it's been vocal. Of course it's time to change the ranking system, but do you know what? I don't really care anymore. Just try to win that $1 million, and for the rest, it doesn't really care, isn't it? Wherever you are in the ranking, two wrongs don't make a right, is it? It's if the ranking is out of contrast, it's out of contrast. But if they don't want to change, they don't want to change. Who am I to judge about it? You know what I mean? Everyone knows my opinion, and I can keep telling you, but it's not going to change anything anyway.
Just touching on what you said there as well, like you were world number one for an unprecedented amount of time. Is that like not important to you anymore? Is it about winning titles?
But at this moment, you also need to be realistic, and it's not reality at this stage. Of course, it can be in the next few months when you start winning big majors again. But now you need to make sure you maintain your form and get better, and make sure you get back to winning ways. Then the rest will come automatically.
When you say, obviously, you know what you need to do to put right, and we've spoken about this a few times, like the change in darts game. I know you said there was a reason behind it, and we're obviously seeing that now. Are you obviously, what makes a dart player change mid-game? What it seemed premeditated, what you were saying, that you were going with this set, but you always knew you were going to end up with this set. Do you know what I mean? When we spoke on the Zoom, where you said you changed darts.
Yeah,
You said you knew you were going to do it almost.
But it's small things. It's not really the darts. It's the darts are the same. Don't get me wrong. The dart is exactly the same. Only the grip is slightly different. And when you're playing hot or cold venues, your body reacts different to certain type of grip. So sometimes when it's a little bit more chilly, the other grip I hold it slightly too long, so they go all over the place. Yeah, like I did last week anyway. But no, when you try to go back to your game, you want to go back to basic and move on from there.
Again, I tried shanking you on the Zoom, but I couldn't really do it in front of everyone. You know, when I was talking about your throw, the old throw, I wasn't talking about the finger up. I was talking about the position of the dart in your hand. I don't know if you've seen it, but
using a primer
up where he was facing.
I know, but Phil Taylor won 14 world championships with thrown different than the last two as well. So sometimes, if you look to all the top players over the years, they all change their throw.
I accept that, yeah.
And that happens naturally, and sometimes you can't give it an answer why you're doing it. You know what I mean? Because if you tell me now to try to throw the same as I did before, it's not even possible.
Yeah, no, that's why it's interesting. When we're on Zoom, it didn't come across right. It wasn't like the old pinky finger up.
No, but that was prime Michael Van Gogh.
No, prime Michael Van Gogh, and you were like that. I was like that. But when 17 Michael Van Gogh,
yes, mate.
But it was.
I never watch back, so for me that's not even an issue. I don't even.
Do you ever watch your games back? Ever?
I don't really care.
I like that. That's interesting.
History. When you're facing the past, with your back against the future. Yeah. And I want to face the future.
I love you. The smile on your face is there, and that I can see the drive is there to get back to being Michael of old.
Yeah, but you need to work for it. And I'm getting a day older. I've been in the game for a long time. I played darts for more than 25 years now, and of course, sometimes it gets a bit harder, and then you need to try to invest more time into yourself. But I'm willing to do that, and I feel good, I feel comfortable, and from there on, I think there's more in the tank here.
Does it still hurt you when you see all these other players lifting trophies like majors and you know?
Yeah, it depends which players, but some players I see that I'm so much better. Do you know what I mean? And
I don't like last year. There was some road winners of majors, and like you say, when you see them listed, you're thinking, hang on a minute, how am I not in this situation?
Yeah, but I know that, but you always need to look to yourself, not to look. Never look to someone else, because you can keep looking, but it's not going to change anything. You have to change yourself, and that's the only answer you can give.
I like seeing this confidence in you. It's something we haven't seen for a while. It's good, and it's good to see. Michael, I wish you.
Of course, and but I love what I do, and as long as I keep enjoying the game, from there on, anything is possible.
Back end of the year, how many TV titles can Michael Van Gerwen win?
Aiming for 2.
Is that the goal? The real?
Yeah.
The Mobs is that one of them, or are you not fussed? Just 2?
We'll see what happens, but everyone knows I'm strong in the world. So it's a long form. It's different pressure. We see what happens.
Michael, thank you very much for your time as always.
Thank you.